corazón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, el que trata mal yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Tu cuerpo y el mío juntitos bailando. Tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Déjame decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Oye, él no te quiere, no sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. We bring moments of your life, and I am Benjamin Kuji. Well, before we go into our topic of discussion today, which has to do with the Ballon d'Or, let us bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. Carlos Alcaraz turned Jannik Sinner 4-6, 6-7, 6-4, 7-6, 7-6 to win the Roland Garros trophy. He made history, becoming only the 9th player in the Open era to come back from 2 sets down and win a Grand Slam final. The 22-year-old is the 5th player to come back from a 2-set deficit in the Roland Garros finals, and the first since Gaston Gaudio overcame Guillermo Correa in 2004. The Spaniard, seeded second, now boasts 5 Grand Slam titles to his Italian rivals 3. In the longest finals ever at the Roland Garros, Alcaraz achieved his first ever comeback from 2 sets down to shock Sinner after an extraordinary battle between the two icons of a new generation. Alcaraz became the 3rd youngest man to secure 5 Grand Slam, following the footsteps of Bjorn Borg and fellow countryman Rafael Nadal. After winning the US Open last year and achieving 2 consecutive victories at the Australian Open, Sinner came painfully close to securing another Grand Slam title. Nigerian champions Rivers Hoppers of Port Harcourt at the weekend lost 98 points to 91 to Tunisian US Monastir in one of the classification games of the 2025 Basketball Africa League. That is taking place in Pretoria, South Africa. The loss pitted Rivers Hoppers against APR Rwanda in today's quarterfinal, while US Monastir booked a date with defending champions Petro de Luanda in another quarterfinal game. And back to our topic of discussion. Well, today we are diving into a fiery debate that's got football fans talking all around the world. It all started when Cristiano Ronaldo made a shocking claim. Only player who have won the Champions League should be eligible to win the Ballon d'Or. Ronaldo, 5 times winner of the award himself, believes this is the only way to restore the Ballon d'Or prestige and value. But not everyone agrees with him. Frank Ribery, a former France and Bayern Munich winger, has fired back at Ronaldo's comments, saying, "So you need to win the Champions League to win the Ballon d'Or." Now let's take a closer look at this controversy. For those who may be unfamiliar, the Ballon d'Or award is meant to represent the best individual in football throughout the year. However, history has shown that major tournaments victories like the Champions League have always been a deciding factor in determining the winner. In fact, 3 of the last 4 winners of the Ballon d'Or didn't even lift a Champions League trophy that year they claimed the award. And it's not just Ronaldo who think this is an issue. In recent years, we have seen some of the biggest stars of the game left behind, like Ribery himself, who was robbed of the award in 2013 after an incredible season. But what about Ousmane Dembele? The French forward has been quietly building a case for himself to take home the award later this year. After all, his team PSG won the Champions League this year and are looking like major contenders for the top prize. Could he be the one to finally get it right? We also can't ignore Rafinha, who has been in scintillating form for Barcelona, and Mohamed Salah, who's still firing on all cylinders after another incredible season with Liverpool. And then there is Rui Patricio, a goalkeeper from Benfica, who's been one of the standout performers in European football. But it's not just about the individual players. This debate is also about what it means to be considered the best in the world. Is it just about the trophy, or is there more to it? What do you think? Should the winner of the Champions League be a requirement for the Ballon d'Or? You can be a part of the show when you call our studio lines on 0808 427 5464. I'll take the number again, 0808 427 5464. You can also drop your comments on our social media handle, that is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. You can like our page, comment, and I'll be here to read your comments live. So back to this issue. C. Ronaldo is of the view that for you to be considered among those that will win the Ballon d'Or, you must win the Champions League. And swiftly, Ribery replied. If you remember 2013, Ronaldo actually won it 2013, but everybody was pointing towards Ribery. Hello.
Hello, Benny Kuji.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
What is your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Mike Jesus with the head of state.
Head of state.
Yes.
Head of state, what do you think about what C. Ronaldo said? Should the Champions League be a criteria for those that will win the Ballon d'Or?
Yes, Champions League is a criteria for somebody to win Ballon d'Or, and it's not just you being a participant in the Champions League, but the creativity and then the great performances you deliver for your team, the assists, goals, and in fact, areas in which you deliver your teams, you bring them out in order to do away with demolition. These ways, and it's not only Champions League. Impact in your national team is another thing to consider also.
Okay. So you think players like Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, we shouldn't consider them for Champions League this season because they didn't win the Champions League?
No, they are to consider, but to say the fact now, the Ballon d'Or, as the Nigerians will decide, I will give it to Ousmane Dembele, because if you can look at the performances this season, it's not something to.
Hello. Oh, we lost him. You can call back. You actually didn't finish what you were saying. I would like to hear you finish what you were saying. So, like we're saying, should the Ballon d'Or winner be the winner of the Champions League? Is that okay? For me, this is a little bit dicey because you still have people that may perform very, very well individually for their team, and maybe they didn't get to the Champions League final. Does that mean we will have to exclude them? Does that mean we're going to sideline them when talking about the Ballon d'Or? What is your take on that? On this? You can also contribute and let us know what you feel about this. Call our studio lines on 0808 427 5464. I'll take it again. 0808 427 5464. Should the winner of the Ballon d'Or be the winner of the Champions League? And like I was saying earlier, the 2013 Ballon d'Or, see Ronaldo that is actually clamoring for this. That year, 2013, the Real Madrid didn't win the Champions League that season, and he himself was given the award. Everybody said it was going to be Frank Ribery. Of course, he didn't score the number of goals C. Ronaldo scored, the number of assists, but he was instrumental for Bayern Munich winning that Champions League. They didn't just win the Champions League; they won also a treble, the German league, the three cups. They swept it, and he didn't win. So Ronaldo coming out to say this, is he actually accepting the fact that Champions League, that Ballon d'Or, he didn't deserve it? I think maybe he should come out and say that for us to actually take him serious over this. But what is your take on this? What do you think about this? Call our studio line. Call us on 0808 427 5464. 0808 427 5464. And that was why Ribery had to reply him. He gave him a very quick reply because a lot of people felt that Ribery was actually robbed of that one. Hello.
Yeah.
Please, can you move away from your radio set so that we can hear you over here? Can you move away from your radio set?
Yes, I've moved away from the radio set.
Okay, go on. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Mr. Divine. I'm calling from North Bank.
Okay, Mr. Divine, go on.
Yes, I quite disagree with the issue of who wins the Champions League that deserve to win the Ballon d'Or.
Yes.
I know many players have won the Champions League, but they did not win the Ballon d'Or. I know Mohamed Salah won Champions League. He never won the Ballon d'Or. Lampard won the Champions League. He never won the Ballon d'Or. Yeah. And a lot of players.
Yes.
So this is not just, how will I say it? Or the adjective to qualify is just how the coaches and the captains voted whoever they want.
So don't you think the method of selection should be so clear for us so that we too, that we are fans and journalists, we can actually say that this person is winning and everybody know that this person is winning?
Well, I can't just say that for now, but the truth remains that the issue of winning Champions League is never a criteria for you to win the Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
Yes, I quite disagree with that because a lot of things have gone wrong
Yeah, okay.
in that aspect.
Okay. I understand where you're calling from.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling.
You're welcome.
So, for him, a lot of things has already been done that it shouldn't be undone now, because if you have other players, like he said, that they won the Champions League and they were not given the Ballon d'Or, so it shouldn't start now. Hello.
A very good evening to you, sir.
Good evening. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
Oliver Nike, better known as Busy Brand, the king of sports in Abenga here in Alede.
Busy Brain, you're welcome.
God bless you.
Hit us up.
Looking at the Ballon d'Or award. And recently they are not been giving whether a player should win the Champions League. But ideally, when they talk about the UEFA Champions League, that is the biggest trophy. So if they bring this as a criteria for the Ballon d'Or, it will also be a welcome, because all the players will be looking forward that, yes, let me give my team this UEFA Champions League so that we crown the award. So if they use Champions League as a criteria, it will be a welcome development. But for now, I don't think they place it as you must win before it will be given to you. So even if you did not win the Champions League, it will be given to you, just like Lamar Yamin. The boy, he played well in his league. Yes. He played well in his team, taking the team to Nations League in final.
Yes.
Although he could not win the trophy, but he performed well in his country.
Yes.
I also performed well in his club.
Yes.
So for me, yes, in his club. So even he deserves the award. It's not necessary that he must win the Champions League. Even in the Champions League, he performed well. Taking his team to the knockout stage is not an easy task. So the young man also played well. Some players, they will lift the trophy, but their performance will not be a welcome one. So it's all about the creativity. We'll have someone performing in the field, starting from day one to the end of the season. Inside, they should check out the procedures of giving the award.
All right. Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah, giving the Ballon d'Or. God bless you, sir.
God bless you too. Yeah, the Busy Brain is saying, for him, if they decide to go by that, he agrees with it. Hello. We have a caller. Please move away from your radio set. It's a little bit noisy over here. Hello.
I've done that. Sylvester from North Bank.
Okay. Sylvester, go on.
If they have to introduce it for now, maybe from now on, whoever won the Champions League then should be considered for Ballon d'Or. Otherwise, if you remember Messi himself, all the time he has won that Ballon d'Or. Not all those times that he won Champions League, but he was given.
Yes.
So if the criteria is to be changed, or another system should be used in order to select whoever wins the Ballon d'Or. Otherwise, both Ronaldo and the Messi who won it in the past, not all those years that the both of them won the Champions League.
Okay. What about for you? For you, what do you think? Do you think that it should be used for you personally?
No. For me, I don't have any candidate say this person is supposed to win it anyway.
So you think the person that did excellently well should just win it, regardless of winning the Ballon d'Or?
I'm not a partaker of that selection, so I don't have a say.
All right, thank you very much. So, the winner of the Ballon d'Or should be the winner of the Champions League. That is what we are discussing. And if you're just joining us, this is Speedy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. My name is Kuji Benjamin, and what we are discussing here is Ronaldo said that for the Ballon d'Or to be taken very, very serious, the winner of the Champions League should be given more consideration among those that will win the Ballon d'Or. What is your take on this? That is what we are asking. What is your take on this? Do you think that the Champions League final should decide the winner of the Ballon d'Or, or possibly how good a player is in his league, in the Champions League itself, for his country? Those are the criteria that should be used in selecting the Ballon d'Or. You can call us and let's have your say on this. Call us on 0808 427 5464. 0808 427 5464. Call us and let us have your say on this. And like we said earlier, the last 4 winners of the Ballon d'Or are players that didn't win the Champions League. The last 4, that is when you're talking about from 2004 to 2001. All the last 4, not, I think it's just one. Pedri won it with Man City. Man City won the Champions League and Pedri won the Ballon d'Or. 2003 was Lionel Messi, and at that season he was with Inter Miami and he won it. 2002 was Benzema with Real Madrid. 2001 Messi, that time he was with PSG, and 2000 there was no Ballon d'Or. So what is your take on what all we have discussed in here? And another thing, for me personally, again, I don't think it's even proper to give an individual award for a team sport. For me, this is just my own saying, because it's even difficult. It's a team sport. Everybody come together to contribute to develop this team and make them win whatever they win. That's why, for me, I don't see why only attackers, because if you look at it, it's just the attackers that win this award. It makes it look as if the midfielders are not doing enough, or the defenders are not doing enough, or the goalkeepers are not doing enough. But sure, there are times where defenders also win the Ballon d'Or. But it for me, that's how I think. I think there shouldn't be an individual award for a team sport. But I don't think my say actually matters here. So there are times where this whole issues have caused a lot of controversies around. It has caused a lot of controversies because you see the final person that will win the Ballon d'Or, the fans, the people, everybody will say, no, this is not the person that should win the award. A typical example is the last award which Pedri won. Vinicius Jr. was not happy, and the whole of Real Madrid didn't go to that award because somehow they got to hear of who was going to win, and they said no, they were supposed to win this award, or Real Madrid said their player was supposed to win the award. And because of that, you see, I think these are some of the things that we are talking about. So that same season that Ribery actually answered C. Ronaldo, that same season that we are talking about, Ribery won 5 major trophies. Ronaldo didn't win anything. But the consideration that maybe you he who scores more goals, I think that is what Ballon d'Or is essentially about, or maybe it's just my reasoning. Because if you look at it, it's the players that score more goals, the players that maybe assist their team to make those wins. But when you have players that can do a lot of contribution to that, like the midfielders that can contribute. I think there's this also Ballon d'Or that they gave to C. Ronaldo, I think. Yeah, that people said it should be for Modric. Hello? Yes, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Yokian Foga. I'm calling from Akbehe.
Okay, Foga, you can go on.
I think Ronaldo is being a little bit selfish here.
Mm-hmm.
We are told that it is the player's contribution to club and country that qualifies him for the Ballon d'Or. I think that arrangement is perfect. You will discover that some of the years Ronaldo himself lifted or won the Ballon d'Or,
yes,
Portugal did not even make it to the World Cup. You understand?
Yes.
In which case, he will challenge his contribution to his country because his country did not make it to where the top countries in the world have met in the World Cup.
But what he is saying is that it is those people that the team that won that wins the Ballon d'Or.
Now listen to this.
Okay.
Ronaldo saying that the winner should be selected from the team that has won the Champions League.
Yes, that is what he's saying.
That cannot hold. I think he's being selfish. That is my thing.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Outrightly, he refused. He refused that. That is what Ronaldo is saying, that the Champions League winner should be from. That is the Ballon d'Or winner should be from the champions. That is the winner of the Champions League. I think that is where we call that segment of the show a day. Let's take the few fixtures for tomorrow matches, today and tomorrow matches, and then we will see where we'll take from there. Yesterday was the UEFA Nations League third place in the finals. The third place was won by France. France defeated Germany 2-0. That one, Mbappe actually delivered for his, like somebody will say, he delivered his pulling unit. Then the final was between Spain and Portugal. Portugal defeated Spain. The game ended 2-2 in extra time, and in penalty, Portugal won it 5-3. And for tomorrow's fixtures, we have international friendlies. Uganda will be taking on Gambia. Equatorial Guinea will be taking on Cameroon. Benin will be playing Morocco. Those are the international friendlies for today. I'm sorry about that. Those are international friendlies for today. Why tomorrow, England will be playing Senegal, and Sweden will be playing against Algeria. Well, this is the time we have for today. See you tomorrow on Speedy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makodi. My name is Kuji Benjamin. I'm saying God bless your heart. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oh yeah.